Consec right here, guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to fly a jet and general tactics, tips, and stuff like that I can give you guys. This is stuff that I have learned firsthand and that a lot of other people do as well, and I am sure this will definitely help you guys out there when you are starting to fly. First off, what I want to talk about is what you can do at the very beginning of a match. What I do is I put on the afterburners and I fly all the way over to where the enemy is with the afterburners on, and I try to hook around and catch the enemy jets as they are taking off. So I want to come from behind the direction they take off in so I can get right on their tails right in the beginning and hopefully take them out. Another helpful thing that I often do in this video is especially in this map, I duck behind a mountain by my base. What this does is that it breaks the line of sight between me and enemy engineers and enemy anti-air. So if you're coming under a lot of fire, there seems to be like 50 bajillion guys locking onto you every 5 seconds, it might be a good idea to fly behind a mountain if there is one on the map you're playing on, as that will definitely get the guys off you. And another substitute you can do for this, if there are no mountains on that map, you can always try to fly to the outer boundaries of the map, and generally you'll be too far away from enemies for them to lock onto you, or for it to be that easy for them to lock onto you, and it's obviously too far away for anti-air to get you. The next thing I'm going to talk about is on this map, especially when I drop people back to my when I duck behind the mountain, I also draw people back to my base if I have something on my tail. So make sure you guys remember that. Sticking around your base is always helpful. I usually go around the map making circles, and I always make sure that I come back to my base. So if there's ever a guy on your tail and you just can't lose him, remember to fly around your base, because hopefully you have some anti-air guy there, and if he doesn't suck ass, he will hopefully get the enemy off your tail. And you also want to try as much as you can, really, to avoid the enemy base for that same reason. Sometimes you can get away with it if they don't have a very good AA person and he sucks at it. Otherwise, you want to try and stay out of their base, because you can get shot down really, really quickly, and it sucks. And let's see, sometimes when you're flying around, you might find yourself alone in the sky. There's not really any other jets in the sky. They don't have any other helicopters flying around, and if you don't have the rocket pods on to directly attack ground forces, what is always helpful to do is to fly around, kind of act as a scout, and just alert your team to where enemies are moving and where enemy tanks are heading towards, and just try to help out as much as you can in that way, as giving intel to your team. And of course, if there are other enemy jets on your team, enemy jets flying around, always make sure that you are checking up on your other pilot that is on your team, and make sure that if there is somebody on his tail, it's always the awesome thing to do is to help him get the guy off his tail. And I have tried this out a few times, and from what I've found, it's difficult, but it's definitely doable. If you've come under a lot of fire and you're damaged and you need to heal, you actually can land the jet. It is possible. The best place to do this is you want to get someplace inside the general boundaries of the map, or else when you hop out of the jet, you might be out of bounds for a general ground infantry. So you want to make sure you're in a place where you can actually hop out and repair. And it's really difficult because going from, you know, super fast in the jet to slowing down takes a bit. You have to apply the brakes by pushing backwards with the S button. So you want to make sure you have plenty of room. You might want to start turning and then turn into a flat spot where you're going to land. And once you do that, you can hop out, repair. It doesn't take too long to repair, so you won't be in danger for too long. and then you can get back to taking out enemies. And for evasive maneuvers, this is a big thing, guys. What I generally do is, at any altitude, I will try to get him off my tail by just making some steep or really short turns. I do this by usually flying upwards and then catching him off guard and shooting straight down while braking, and that will hopefully throw him off. And when you do go towards the ground, since the guy would be above you, you will go under the view of the horizon, and generally what that does is it makes it harder for him to see you, especially if he hasn't spotted you. So if there's no orange dot around your jet, that really helps. And flares, make sure you always pay attention to that. Flares reload really quickly, so it's not too much of a pain. And usually if they are reloading and I need to shoot them off, I just smash the X button and I'm usually fine. And another way you can help get jets off your tail is if you just make some turns, it'll take the missile longer for it to get to you, as opposed to just flying in a straight line. And another concern about a bunch of people is if you need to get a joystick to be a successful pilot in this game. And from what I've found, you do not need a joystick in order to be successful as a pilot, really. I have a high DPI mouse, so if you have one that's really sensitive, it'll work pretty much, maybe not just as well, I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely is doable. So remember that, guys. And also, that is probably going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful to you guys. And remember, if this was helpful to you, pressing the like button always helps me out. And I'll be coming out with some more Battlefield 3 stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.